Hey guys, doing this again. Like 50 million times, this damn thing's pissed me off. Okay, I'm sorry I was jumping in from that, but you know. Okay, so we know that this is Chanel Ween. We now know this is a parody of Taylor Swift Myth. So this is a parody of Swift Myth. Okay, so basically it says like 2015 was a great year for Chanel Oberlin and her like 752 Instagram fans. Starting in early October, fans of Chanel would receive a jack-o'-lantern emoji on their socials from one Chanel Oberlin. Parcels began to appear on their doorsteps and what became tenderly known as Chanel Ween. These are their stories. So they got like razor blade apples, like apples with legitimately razor blades on them, severed foot and hand, severed foot, hand, box full of blood. I mean, they were just horrible freaking gifts. They were like, just fucking horrible gifts nobody would want. I'm trying to think what else she gave them. That's all I can remember. Off the top of my head, I don't know. It wasn't really important. Anyway, so then the police are there at KKT and they're interviewing the dean. And Wes and Gigi keep saying it's obvious she's the killer, she's the killer. And Dean says, okay, so if I'm the killer, I change out my nightgown, put on a pleather red devil costume, climb out of the window, down the stairs with a chainsaw, try to kill you guys, snuck out the window, back up the stairs, took off the costume, put on the nightgown, and came running down the stairs in 90 seconds. I was like, yeah. And yeah, right. Every note Chanel sent says, can't wait to see you in person. Could be like where she goes to that one girl's house, but then it's specifically mentioned that this girl posted something. So that's why she's gonna go see her and her kid, and she's like riding around in like a little black car, kind of like Taylor Swift's Christmas thing, like a little kid car, the plastic little black kid car or whatever. So then Denise runs in and talks about a dismembered boy, and then you get a call on his walkie-talkie where he was like saying there's a dismembered boy, and she goes, I told you I was the head of the police. She brings up Shondell, and saying that she's talking to heaven, where she believes Shondell's in the Best Buy parking lot of heaven. Pete and Grace teamed up, and they are going to the girl's house from the bathtub from 20 years ago, which her name's Mandy. So we get to meet Mandy. She's one of the girls. Pete is a spot-on Matthew McConaughey impression throughout episodes, so if you ever sometime you have to listen to it. He does it in various episodes. And so they were dressed as Kate Hudson and Matthew McConaughey. Lady, she's one of the bathtub. She's one of the girls who's in the room when the girl in the bathtub. She's one of the three girls who left the girl to go downstairs and dance the waterfalls and come back. I think she was either that one or the one in the pink dress. I can't remember. But Dean Munch was really there, and she did take control of this. And Miss Means was like, she would turn the girls into sausage and sell it on a farmer's market, or would feed to the girls for dinner. I was like, nasty. Dean Munch turns down the idea. She takes the three girls, put pillowcases over their heads, puts them in the car, and goes to bury the girls so they don't know where she's buried at, so they can't say anything. And they drop out school and that. It's that easy. She says the baby is a girl. But we also learn in a picture in last night's episode that there is a boy too. So there's boy and girl twins in that painting that Grace and Wes got this last night's episode. Grace is like, no, it's a boy. The red devil's Chad. She's like, no, I know my piece or my keys, and that was a girl. So no, it's not only there's a girl, but there's also one boy, and they're twins. That's important. And she also says that the girls from that night, four of them, of the three who went upstairs to waterfalls, and one was holding a baby, one of them committed suicide, one of them is in institution, and the other one is on Fox News. And the woman at the trailer, trailer. She's watching one of the Leprechaun movies. She gets a knock on her door. She's like, I don't have any candy, go away. She opens the door, no one's there. Here's all this random knocking around the trailer, stuff falling. A light shines behind her. She turns around real quick, and it's the Red Devil, and the Red Devil kills her. Or it turns around and kills her. So that's it in this episode. So in this Halloween, still condescending and superior, Chanel is, and arrogant, but for the first time, she's trying to be sweet and nice, and she's still mean as hell, but it wasn't on purpose this time. She's actually maybe improving to them, but I don't really think she is because she's been bitchy the last few episodes. Zayday tells Chanel and the others she's going to run for president at KKT. Chanel's upset. She's going on a rant, saying that you're not going to get president at KKT. Bite my ass, I'll get it. Fucking bickering. And Chanel upstairs sharpening knives because she's crazy. Other Chanels are like, put the knives down. All we have to do is think of something better than Zayday. Zayday's in a haunted house for sickle cell anemia. Sickle cell anemia is a good cause to run for president. Chanel decides to do a pumpkin match for an even worse cause than sickle cell anemia, and they put up a picture of a black hairy tongue, and it's disgusting on there. Anyway, don't even know how the hell they're doing that. But anyway, there's Grace's dad's classroom. Grace is in her dad's classroom. She says, I want to know the truth about Mom because the lady said the baby was a girl. She's thinking that maybe she's the baby and that maybe her mom was the one who died in the bathtub. Where Wes says, I was there at the hospital with your mom when your mom had you, and I saw you come out of her, and this is ridiculous. Grace says, if I find out you're the killer, and I find out that you're trying to get revenge or what happened, I'll never forgive you or speak to you again. Oh, that quote he made is like your worst nightmare. It's for your own child to kill you or whatever, and the mistakes you made as a kid coming back to haunt you. Grace's mom could have been one of the women in the room, which is true. Her mom is actually one in the room. She's the blonde that said, let's go dance at Waterfalls, and she's the one at the table. And she goes, Kappa! She yells Kappa or whatever. That's Grace's mom. Grace gets a text from P to meet at this place in Shady Lane. Then go there and see that Zayday and Earl Grey, the guy from the fraternity, was there. Denise shows up telling his story about how this old hag was there. So we have the hag of Shady Lane, which we also as known as Gigi. So that one was Gigi. And anyway, nobody believed them until the neighbor saw her. So people started to believe it. She would cry, weep, and after the kids saw her and the neighbors saw her and kids were in the house behind this narrow hallway room, there are baby dolls in there. Said that she collected them from the children up and down the streets, and they weren't very well to her care. And some of them broken arms, dirty, messy, last cry at the thought of a new child, lost new child, implied her she might be connected to the child in the bathtub 20 years ago. They find out from Grace later on that this is some woman who stole diapers from milk a month ago. A month after the bathtub baby was born. We didn't know how she got the baby. Find out at the end of the episode it's implied to be Gigi, but Gigi is a hag like Shady Lane. That is true. Go for a little bit more, couple pages, a page or two. So we have a scene with Denise and Zayday kind of going back and forth about who's the killer or whatever. So who's the killer now? We don't fucking know because they're fucking going at it again. Find out in 1998 that Denise pledged Kappa. I think it's the 4th. You know what? Sorry guys, I'm trying to... What is it? That way? Yeah. No better than that. It needs to be like... Hold on guys, I'm trying to do this. trying to do it where you guys can see me. Also, I can record and not be having to move the camera. There we go. Finally got it. Anyway, so they sit in the house, find out the hallway. Oh yeah, he's the killer. They find out in 1998 that Denise pledged to be a Kappa. But they turned down because she was black. So that's why, because she's black. They're like, nope, you ain't gonna be no bitch with me, no Kappa. Chad's in the graveyard rubbing on the headstones when Hester, Chanel number 6, comes by and talks about how she likes the same thing he does. Chanel says it's Zayday when she'll be vice president. If something happens to Zayday, then I'll be president. Then sit down and eat. They pull down their clear containers full of cotton balls. They're like, oh, so we use the sauce because it's lubricated. And Chanel's like, I'm tired of being ashamed of my own body. I'm as skinny as a twig, and Chad still won't date me, so let's go get some pizza. And then they leave. This guy whistles at me. He says, hey ladies, which one of you wants to let me wear you as my Halloween costume? And they feel disrespected, so Chanel number 6 kicks him in the balls, and then he falls over, and they start like beating the shit out of him. So then Chad, Chanel number 6 meet up at the haunted house. Chanel number 6 is like, I don't know how you got my number, but it's cool you took the initiative. He's like, I didn't text you, you texted me. They just like brushed off because they're not smart enough. And they go inside and they get ready to do it, and they find Mrs. Bean's body. And Chanel goes, look, a wax replica of Mrs. Bean. And she puts her finger through it, and it like goes through her leg, and green stuff come out. Not talking about that, was nasty. And now it's gagged. They find Coney's body, they find Chantel's body, they find Chanel number 2's body, and then they found the lady from the trailer park's body too. So then they go to the cafe place, and Chad was like, everyone, do not go to the haunted house. There's real bodies there. It's not super scary. It's super scary. Don't go. But it's like dead bodies. Let's go. And Vanny tries to call the police. In the mansion party, she comes face to face with the Red Devil, and he kidnaps her. And Chanel doesn't even want to go look for her because she's so jealous that she might win president. And then we see the person in the story on Shady Lane, and it's revealed to be Gigi. So, like I said, Gigi was the hag of Shady Lane. Possible suspects or whatever. Chanel, right again, same skin color. We don't know a whole lot about her. You know, she killed everybody she didn't want. You know, didn't care about Miss Bean, Dead Taylor Swift. Chanel number 2. You know, Hester, she's up to Shady Lane house. She need to get rid of everybody who's in the way. She wants